And we are live. Wednesday night with those guys, and Wednesday night with those guys are sponsored by
those guys.
Yes. What's up,
good?
everyone? How you guys out there doing? How you doing, Lawrence? How you doing? It is Hump Day.
I'm good. Happy Hump Day, man. And happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday to everyone out there. Everyone getting their flying in, enjoying their drones?
I hope so. Rob C, what's good? Night Train, if you get that shoulder back together. What's up? Well, let's get pumped up for a big show with those guys. Thank you, Rob. JC Flying, I want to say thank you for sending me those props. Lord Angie, how are you? Sorry you were not first. JSK, hope all is well. SJM was in here earlier, and a few other people. Happy Hump Day to you all.
How you guys all doing?
How was your week, Herman, so far? How was your week out there, guys? I know
I'm busy. Everything is, one day at a time.
Dude,
a lot of stuff.
My eyes are burning right now. I'm so tired, but we're here to do the live stream, and on Sunday, Mike Henrik, how are you? One Vision Aerial, welcome. I need some editing advice because you're the Martin Scorsese of those guys.
There you go.
And you record a lot in 4K at 60. Now at night, when you're filming with the Air 2S, do you shoot in 4K at 24, 4K at 30? What?
I would keep it at 24.
Okay, and I may have to try that because I've been trying to shoot at 4K at 30 at night, knowing I should be at 24, and I just can't get the video to pop. Jim's droning, what's up? Wayne B, how are you? Ray Kelly, welcome. And
hey, Kelly, what's going on?
My point is, when I'm editing it, it's crispy, butter clean, and then you upload it to Facebook and it looks like crap.
Well, that's Facebook.
Yeah, but I see other people's videos. I don't know what resolution they're doing it in 1080p. Hey, Susan Lee, welcome to the stream. But I'm just wondering what resolution looks best on Facebook.
Well, I mean, most people would
it depends on the footage, whether it's day or night. This is night footage.
Well, people would just tell you to put it, to just put 1080p footage on it. But I don't see why the higher resolution, even if they bumped it down, would make it look horrible.
Right. I get what you're saying. It's just
like everybody that produces 4K videos. If you don't have a 4K monitor, most monitors will still show it.
Yeah. Just on Facebook, it'll look like crap. It looks like crap. Hey, little llama Laura, how are you? Drone Days, what's good? Hope all you guys are having a happy Hump Day. Well, anyway, you'll see. I posted the video. It was a little short. I'm experimenting with different exposures at night. Now, I did find out with the Phantom 4 Pro that shooting 4K at 24 frames per second was incredible.
Now, But I've always wanted to try was, how you would always see in the rule of thumb when you take in daylight, right? A lot of times when you shoot 4K 60, sometimes you don't even render the whole thing at 4K at 60. You'll render it at 30. So I've always wondered how that would work with the 48. 44, you know what I mean?
See, I would be interested to try that also. To record it in 48 and render
a sense of, in trying to do something.
That's what I'm saying. To record it in 48 and then render it in 24. What would that do to it? That would be interesting to try.
But I don't know how much light you would get on the 40.
Well, not in that sense. Well, not in that sense, but I mean, as far as it actually being cleaner and smoother. all of that data compressed down to 24. I
Well,
don't know. I have to play around with it.
see, the problem with video is that if it's not good, it's just not good.
True.
Like, sure you can
True.
here and there.
Yeah. Yeah, I get what you're saying, because I look at footage, and I edited some footage earlier, right? And I'm just not happy with it. I need more oomph. And if you try to raise the shadows or lower the contrast, it gets muddy. And that's what I'm trying to get rid of, the muddy look when editing. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, that mud. I don't want that muddy look. I want that crispy.
Well, see, that all happens in the actual taking of the video.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna have to try. I'm gonna have to do like
See, like I said, the problem with that drone is that it just doesn't have an aperture set.
right. Yeah, it reminds me so much of the Phantom 4 standard.
There's areas. I mean, don't get me wrong, it can be done. You know,
I know it can be done. I've seen it done. I've seen it done. But God forbid I ask someone how they did it.
You got to find that sweet spot.
That's what I need to
It's
do.
an open aperture at that point at night.
Right. Because I found the sweet spot for pretty much for night photos and stuff. I'm comfortable with that. I'm happy with the night photography. But now I'm trying to advance my production skills. And I want that night footage that looks the same all the time. Like the video that we shot in Providence, that was my first time flying that bird at night manually, and everything was crispy clean. It was, I was happy with that. And even the video footage.
Okay.
This footage, yeah. What happened?
Saying you just gotta figure it out.
Yeah, I know. Like I said, God forbid I ask anyone how to do it. They'll be like, what? He's been flying for so long and he doesn't know how to do that.
Well,
there's a lot of things I don't know how to do, but
even the drone, right? In auto will have a tendency.
Isn't the best. Yeah, it's not the best. Full auto at night is not the best.
Will have a tendency to have gray.
Yes, because it raises the ISO usually too high. Right. But anyway, I didn't want to make the whole beginning.
At a point, that's where the only place you can go with video.
Yeah.
When you don't have an aperture set.
Yeah, I know. And once you mess with bring the ISO too high, then you bring in grain.
But then, yeah, it's crazy.
Hey, little llama Laura wants to. She says play with the settings on her Mini to fly at night, and in auto settings it looks all right, but the drone complains it's too dark. Yeah,
because it probably is.
Oh, Ray Kelly, stop it! I'm not using no damn iMovie. He says I could give you tips on iMovie. I appreciate it, Ray. I appreciate it, but I don't operate or own anything with the letter I in front of it.
Ray Kelly's going to give you some tips on how to make a video using iMovie.
107 Drones, how are you? Welcome to the live stream.
Hey, what's up, man? When you get to the to Fillmore or anything else, you're like,
huh?
Nah, yeah. How do I do that here?
Right. It's and
107.
I'm gonna have to find. You know what? I'm just gonna have to go to one spot and find the sweet spot. Burn a couple of batteries, trying to find a sweet spot for video. That's all I need to do, because I did the same thing with pictures. Every time we went out, eventually I found that sweet spot.
Right.
But anyway, happy hump day, everyone.
Happy hump
Wednesday, June 29th, 2022, 5:08 p.m. here in New York City. And welcome everyone to Wednesday Nights with Those Guys. Wait, yo, you're missing the Godfather rings.
Oh, I have this year's.
Okay, okay.
The
Hey,
other ones,
easy.
the other ones are doing, they're in their box, put up
Okay.
under safekeeping.
You have them back in the safe.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Nothing wrong with that.
Giant bear watching.
Giant hungry bear, you forgot to mention. You don't feed them. So anything comes in that room, it's dinner.
Well, if I don't feed him, I can't go in there.
Well,
The
you
bear,
at least give them something.
bear is a bear is a bear.
True. This is true. Anyway, how's everyone's week going so far? It's the middle of the week. The weather's really nice. I know Roger and them was getting real nice weather up in Canada, and in Alaska, it hit 76 to 80 degrees for the last 3 days and has broken a record up in I forget where the hell was it? In Alaska. Yeah, never mind.
Thank you.
I forgot the damn location, but it was a town closer to the States, but I forgot the name of the damn town.
Mark, I just wanted to mention this, and it's sad, it's a sad thing. Everyone who ordered their Mini 3, right, from DJI is getting their Mini 3 Pro, right? But the people who, like myself, the suckers that went to Best Buy and ordered it on the same day as everybody who ordered theirs from DJI,
Right.
still waiting and waiting.
That's sad. It's sad. It's really, really sad because you've gotten other stuff and still haven't received it, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's crazy. I just think that it's terrible. When I spoke to them, they've actually taken about $75 off of the price of it so far. I mean, I think
Night Train said the Fly More from DJI is still held up.
I think if I complain, actually I could have gotten the Fly More if I'd have just contacted the other guy. Things all over the place.
You can't win for losing, man. It's always something, some BS going on somewhere with some company doing something. You pay for a roll of quarters and it's missing one quarter. And if you tell them about it, they'll be like, "Oh no, we're the bank. We do that perfect every time a machine counts them." Okay, who built the machine? Man, right?
Well, yeah. Well,
Okay.
I didn't want to throw any names around. I'm just saying, I know someone that had some.
Yeah, we don't have to.
Because nobody else has any.
Yeah, we don't have to name drop. How are you, Fly Zone Drones?
So you know about it.
See, I need my buttons. I could play that song, Something in the Air.
Oh.
I can feel it, something in the air. You know which one I'm talking about.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah. Well, that I was talking with the gentleman over at before that, what I was gonna tell you, the NANUK case.
Yes.
For the Mini 3 is out. It's on sale.
The case for the Mini 3 is out. And it's right here. Hold on. The picture isn't too sharp, but
that one there is for the Fly More.
Yes, this one definitely. I actually had to zoom in on it because you see the size of these pictures. Watch when I click to the next one. That's the actual size for it. That's the actual size for it. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. So then I click on it to bring it up, and then of course it distorts.
Straight to their site and pull it up.
You know what? That'll work. Give me a second. That'll be even better.
Because I was in contact with the design director for
Yes.
plastic cases.
Mm-hmm.
That's the guy who well, that's the company that produces the NANUK cases.
Right.
And they're out of Canada. So
Cases. All right. See, you're familiar with this site, so I'm going to have you direct me through this site here. Hold on. We'll go to cases, NANUK cases, small cases,
well, you can just go to
DJI.
yeah, right there. There you go. That'll work.
Okay, let's see what we have here. No, we don't. Oh, here we go. There we go. That's for the Mini. No, we don't need any help. This is the Fly More for the Mini too.
Just scroll down until you get to it. Because it should be in there. Or if you go
Well,
to
here's your case
what case?
right here. The 925. Oh, that's the Air 2S. Never mind.
Mhm.
Yellow sold out. Orange is sold out. I wonder why. Here we go. Here's your, that's not your one either.
Just keep going down.
Keep going.
Keep going. I don't know. You're in that list of DJI cases, but I know it's
Okay, here we go for the Mini 3.
there you go.
This is the Fly More
There you go for the
bundle
Fly More.
that they have for the Mini 3. You have three more slots that you can actually slip.
That's the actual charging hub,
Okay.
which you could probably put
Hold 3 batteries in it, right. Oh, we're going to the Phantoms.
Well, that's the cases that they have for it, but it comes in a bunch of different colors.
Yeah, it's just a matter of, here you go. This is the Fly More for the Mini. $129 US. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 batteries, your cable, your drone, and your standard controller, which it has a cutout for the smart controller. You see this foam here?
Yeah, you
This
can pull
edging
that out
right around here?
and put the what do you call it, the DJI RC controller in there.
Yes.
So that was what they have out. But like I was saying to you, I was in contact with the gentleman over at there at Plastic Cases,
Right.
Mr. Coley.
Yes.
He's the director of design for them, and we were talking about the
Hold
the
it,
case
hold
that
it,
they
hold it,
have
hold
for
it.
the
Hold on 1 second. You were talking. I thought the conversation started out a little different, but go ahead. I'm just going to say, because you said you all were talking. Go ahead. I'm just messing with you.
We were talking. So I explained to him, I said, the case that you designed for the Mavic 3 Fly More, I said, these cases are like a professional kind of look, professional type of case, if a guy who was a pilot and he wanted to actually purchase another battery or two,
Right.
your case is obsolete. So he was like, well, a lot of people want smaller cases. I was like, yeah, I understand that. I said, but if you look at all your competitors, even the guys that put out backpacks,
Right.
they have room for at least 2 extra batteries.
Right.
So he was like, he said, really? So I was like, yeah, well, I purchased the case and I purchased an extra battery, and now I got to put that battery in another bag instead of putting it in the case. He said, but the case couldn't be cut to hold any more batteries than what came in the Fly More. So I was like, well, if you had used the 930 case,
right,
and you would have had a little bit more room in the 930 case, you would have been able to fit at least 2 extra batteries. So he said, how many batteries do you think I should have had in there? I said, at least 2 extra batteries.
Right.
So it comes with 2. You put 2 more. Good, no problem. That's plenty of flying. That's enough time to let your batteries cool and everything, whatever. I don't know. Charge them up. You get going.
Right.
So he asked me, well, how many cases do I own? I said, for the Mavic 3, I said 1. For all my drones, whoa, look, dude, I got a tower that stands taller than me. So he asked me to show it to him. So I sent him a picture.
Stephen, of all your cases.
Send me back an email. Send
of
me
all
back
your
an
cases.
email.
Right.
They took into consideration what I was saying to him. And he was working on something, and he's going to get back to me.
Well, that's
so he got back to me.
Right. And
he got back to me.
Ta-da.
Actually,
hold on. Before you open it, we want to call this one, because it's the very first one from NANUK, the Phantom Flight 101 edition.
Yeah.
Check it out for the Mavic 3, 5-case, 5-battery joint. Right now,
Mavic 3.
Yep, for the Mavic 3.
Everything to fly more plus extra batteries.
Both radios, extra batteries. Yeah, that's what's up. Congratulations.
I don't know.
And we're not even gonna talk about how much you paid for it, because that's unimportant. Huh?
I said he sent it to me.
I know. That was the point I was trying to stress. You didn't pay for it. Courtesy of NANUK, the very first one. Kudos to NANUK for giving Herman this case. Kudos to you, Herman, for giving him the idea to turn the drone a different way and add more batteries.
The drone is the same way.
Okay.
Everything is the same way.
Except for the battery compartment.
The case is 2 inches bigger.
Oh, okay.
Lengthwise, and 1 inch bigger, height-wise, and about a couple of centimeters deeper.
You see JC flying, he got jokes. He got jokes. He says, is that the giveaway tonight? JC, he just got that case. There ain't no way in hell. He probably sleeping on it as a pillow now.
This guy right
What's up, Jody?
You know what? I thought the mini case would be here, but it won't be here until tomorrow.
Okay. But Herman does have a lot of cases, guys. Since when I met Herman, how many years ago? 6.5, almost 7 years ago?
Too long.
Okay, well, when I met Herman years ago, he had hard cases, and he still has those cases with those drones. So you have them stacked up to the ceiling by now, right?
No, they're not that high.
Come on, you got a pretty high ceiling in there, but you're close. You're getting close.
They're not that high, because then I won't be able to put them up there.
What's good, everyone? How's your Wednesday? JC says can't blame a guy for trying.
Trying. Now that was a bad try. You know, you would have got away with if I was gonna give away the mic
to the live stream, right? Yeah. That's funny. That is funny.
But I'm working on a couple of things. He had sent me an email. I gotta answer him back.
I do not have. Well, I'm glad you showed a picture of it, because I did not have the
marketing and promotion.
Right, you would do a video with the case and
send it. Moving to Canada, Lawrence, if I can get a job.
Herman talked about, moving to Canada. NANUK called me up. R&D. They like the idea. Could you imagine? Then you'd just be doing your live stream from Canada.
Yeah.
Then I'd have a reason to go up there, other than
I wouldn't know where to fly because do they still have, you can't fly around the pigeons and the goats and
Yeah, I know. If a butterfly is on a tree, you
I
can't
don't know.
fly within 1,000 yards of that tree.
They probably got looser regulations than what we're about to have.
Yeah, this is true. The United States is about to get hit up real hard.
I don't know, but I think
look at what they're doing over in Europe.
Well, if you think about that and you compare it to here, even though talking about what tonight is about, there's a lot. Everything is geared towards the medical industry.
Night Train said he would have to learn the language. Good one, Mike. Just add to the end of everything. You'll sound Canadian. No offense. We love you Canadians. You're our neighbors. I love you guys. We're just goofing around.
I don't think it's that bad.
Jim's Droning says the reason to go Canada, then you could fly with them. This is true.
Yeah.
This is very, very true.
That's that. I don't know if that's what's gonna happen. But I was just talking. And it's funny how I even got through them.
Yeah, but you spoke to them. They was like, hey, this guy has a lot of cases here. He might know what he's talking about. And they sent you something, that no one else has out right now. Now, is this case on their site yet? Do you know?
And it probably won't be.
You know what? I'm going to go back to Nanook and see if I can find the Mavic 3 Phantom Flight 101 version.
It won't be there.
Huh?
It won't be there.
It won't be here.
No.
All right.
I sent you the.
Yeah, you sent me the email with the actual pictures and the specs. Yeah.
That he sent me and just said that he was doing it for me. So I thanked him. I asked him, what about the Mini 3? He said, he's working on
it. Wow. Right, because you want one for the Mini 3, a case like that also for the Mini 3. You are 100% right. So far, I have not seen anything on the site. So you have an original case from Nanook right now.
So unless anybody else calls them up.
Unless someone else calls and orders one.
But he was.
And don't call there saying, "Yo, my boy Herm said y'all giving out cases." Because
he was a very nice gentleman. He spoke to me. We talked on the phone.
I have just confirmed, Herman, you are the sole proprietor of the Phantom Flight 101 version of the Mavic 3 case with 5 batteries, because I'm scrolling all the way down. I'm looking at foam inserts. It's not here, bro.
It's not going to be.
How does it feel to have the first of something?
Well, it's probably
a Super Herman special.
Going to be an original, probably because no one else is going to have one unless, like I said, unless enough people contact them and request one. But that is what it is, and like I said, he was a very nice gentleman. He spoke to me on the phone. We had a very nice conversation. A lot of people would have hung up or asked, "How the hell did you get my number?"
True, this is true. But you're right. I remember when you started corresponding with him. It started with the emails.
No, it started with a phone call.
Huh?
It started with a phone call.
Oh, get out.
Yeah,
I thought you emailed him first.
No, they gave me his phone number.
Wow. Okay, that's what's up.
Okay.
And he didn't go, who are you and how did you get my number?
No.
All right, that's what's up.
And then he returned the phone call. I was like, wow.
Show calls you to that new Terminator.
I was actually surprised that he spoke with me, because who am I?
Listen.
The guy over here on YouTube.
Apparently you own more cases than the average Nanook case owner.
I
You might as well have
not
stock
too
in.
sure about that. I was just called the right guy at the right time, and
They don't know how to speak Canadian. They're in the chat.
you guys are bad. No,
That's
no,
what it is.
no. But I was just surprised that I got through to him, and we spoke, and he took into consideration what I was saying to him. I mean, I didn't. I mean, I thought there was a way to do it in the other case, but I said, even still, that if he wanted to do the same thing that he did with all the other cases with the fly more, he added extra battery space to it. If you wanted to do that, you should have used the 930. He said,
Right.
really? I said, 930. I said, yeah, the 930. It's like I
And
worked it.
now,
But
and now
very,
it's
very nice gentleman. Even the guy, was it Anthony? The guy in
they gave you his number. He probably don't have a job no more.
no. That's the guy. No, that's the guy in shipping.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. I'm just wondering because I did used to watch the Great White North back in the day, drone days. They're talking Canadian.
You guys are bad, but they were very, very good to me, and I thank them for the
Yeah, I
case.
think the Nanook should get an applause for listening to people. You know.
I got a few of their cases.
Oh, I'd say more than a few. So there's several more like that. A few. You're being modest by saying
I
a
sent
few.
them a picture of a couple of them.
Right. That's what you were supposed to do. And the fact that they sent you back a case, they sent you a case with the stuffing, and they're hilarious. They sent you the case with the inside ready. I'm
Yeah,
ready to say when you're going to do the video. And can you hold it up again? Because this is a first of a kind, the Mackenzies. Nobody else in the United States right now has this case that we know of, right? We
nope.
can confirm this. It's not on their website.
It's the 930 edition, right?
930, go ahead.
Right.
Nanook 930, there's the Canadian maple leaf.
What it should have said was the Phantom Flight 101 edition.
Right, right. You know what? I'm gonna have to have something on there so you can put it on the case. And it have but you have
He made
rolls eyes. Are we
with,
talking drones again? It's all about styrofoam planes now.
see,
Drones, what's up, Drones
they
863?
cut out for the,
For the standard radio,
yeah,
the smart controller,
the drone,
and the batteries.
the batteries. Feel like fucking Vanna Wyoming, one of them over here. And
Hamilton's hangar. Hey, what's up? How are you?
And the propellers and stuff.
Herman's 3D printed. Nope, not 3D. He said Herman's 3D printed. Could you imagine?
What happened?
James Droning said it. Herman 3D printed.
No.
No, we know. He's being smart. You're now, yeah. Now, show says now you're just flexing. The 925 for him looks great. Yeah, there's the box, the original box, with the shipping label on it. Well, congratulations on your one of a kind case, and until we see someone else with one, you right now the only one in the United States with that case for the Mini 3, for the Mavic 3. Could you imagine the Mini 3 in that big ass case?
Mm-hmm.
You could fly for a week with all the batteries you could put in it. Marcel says a 3D printed one would be better. Well, yes and no, Marcel, because when you what happened? Oh, the bill that came with it 1 year. Why are we getting excited about Herman's wish case? Because right now he's the only one in the United States that has one, and he would have never known talking to them in Canada they would have actually made him one and sent it free of charge.
I don't know. I'm happy. But moving right along, Lawrence, I'm hearing talk that they're going to be selling that RC, the DJI RC by itself?
You mean this right here?
What?
This right here.
That.
Yeah.
They're going to be selling it by itself, they say?
Yeah, but what's the price range? What's going on with this? I might be interested, I might not.
Well, I thought they were probably going to sell it for like $290 something. I don't know. That was my thoughts.
Well, to be honest, I would be interested to know if it works with the Air 2S. But I
mean,
really
I'm hearing that there's supposed to be an update. Also, rumors that there's supposed to be an update for it that for the Mavic 3.
Hey, the View Chaser.
There was talk early when the drone was in the hands of the guys who were reviewing them, and I heard talk that there was that it was supposed to be
Night Train says he heard about half the price of the big smart controller.
About half of the price of the big smart controller, or
the around 300, he was saying.
Yeah, that's what I said, about $290 or $299.99.
Yeah, the Jim's Droning's confirming that also. View Chaser, what's good, brother? How are you? Welcome to the live stream.
Because I was looking at the price of the
click
kit.
That like button, guys.
I'm looking at the price of the kit to what you're giving away the drone for the price of the drone. You see what I'm saying to you?
Yeah.
You're selling the drone.
Well, see, I need a smart controller, dude.
Right, but why I was looking at that price range is I'm looking at how the price of the drone and the controller compared to just the drone.
Yes.
It's like, okay, well.
Mendez Drone Ops.
Price can't be that much way off. They can't be giving that much away on a controller.
Well, see, I believe it's 1,200 Canadian. No, I'm just playing.
You know what's funny about that? Hold on. You know what's funny about that? That would be the one thing. That would be the one thing that would be easy to learn.
What? How to speak Canadian?
To do what you just did, because here's why. To leave America and go to Canada, somebody told me $1,200 for something. I know it's $300. I'm still thinking US.
Yeah.
I'm like, huh? And that's exactly what
$1,200.
What?
I get what you're saying. That's funny.
I would have nothing until I realize what the hell I'm doing.
Right. The conversion's going to kill you.
Yeah.
But you want to know, I'm to be honest, there's only one problem with that controller, and I'm going to pull it up. And everybody else has seen it. I'm just going to pull a picture up, and I'm back from the Phantom 4 Pro days. I'm back from the 3DR Solo days. Our controllers had antennas. The fact that this thing doesn't have antennas makes it even more directional.
Okay.
And that's the only problem I have with this controller.
It is directional.
It's right, but it's even more directional because how many people point the controller at the ground, point the controller straight up. Now if you want to fly, you're gonna have to literally angle it on that angle.
You get right?
Yeah, you can get it right. And if you sneeze or look at someone, you can lose signal too.
You have to get right and face your drone at all times. Like you're supposed to.
Unlike some New York drone pilots we know.
Stop. Listen, the drone moves too fast. That's why it goes behind me.
So see, you blew yourself up. You just threw yourself under the bus. I was talking about Ron.
I do a lot of Ron
I was joking about Ron.
Well, no, what Ron did was crazy. Totally crazy. What I was doing is a maneuver where the drone passes.
Right.
But Ron is facing this way. And he's talking to me. We're both facing this way. And I turn around because my drone goes past me.
Mm-hmm.
I said, Ron, where's your drone? He said, I'm at 500 or no, he said at 300 and something feet. He was higher than what I was. I was only like 210 feet. So I was like, well, where are you? Right up there. I'm like, well, whose drone is that right there? Oh, that's me right there. I'm like, oh, okay.
I know. We love you, Ron. You know that, man. We do get a good chuckle every now and then.
I got love. When I'm looking at it, I'm like, I'm watching my drone pass by somebody else's drone. It's like, okay, whose drone is that? Because Ron's drone is over there.
Right. Or supposed to be. But getting back to talking about the Mini 3. Getting back to the Mini 3, there's something else that was released. Hold on.
No, the wide angle lens?
Yes.
Was it
Yes.
released or is it
Well,
going
no. It's subject to be released shortly. This wide angle lens here. I think it's a great idea. You know why? It's going to increase the perspective of the drone, the field of view of the drone, and it's going to give you those cinematic looks that you have, that horizontal picture.
I don't know. I'm curious to know if it will work in that you know.
Well, I don't know what the 0.65 times means because I'm not a camera guy, but the camera buffs are probably going, that's not too bad. You know, to be honest.
I'll tell you this.
What's up, Big Mac?
Good. That's the perfect person. Yeah, because I don't know if Big Mac got to use the wide angle for DJI, but I did, and I compared both of them. The one from Freewell, and the one
Big
from
Mac goes, it'll be all right.
what?
I'm assuming about the lens.
Oh yeah, I'm just saying as far as the one from for the Mavic 3, that lens, I prefer the ones from Freewell better. They're better. The wide angle.
I got you. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, it's better than the one from DJI. Plus, you got a filter. You got filter.
Yeah, and I was, it's funny you were just saying that because I was just pulling up the picture to show you another something that may be an issue. Unless it slides over this piece right here, it doesn't look like a filter fits on here.
Oh, see, that's what I was going to tell you. The one from DJI, there is no filter for it.
Right. And this one does not look like.
So it's so mainly will be good for you for like photographs and stuff like that.
Yeah, there's no grooves on the outside. Because we know how it twists on.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to twist on with this square, but the actual lens is here, protruding from it.
I don't know. That's interesting.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. We won't know until.
I'd like to see it, but like I said, the one for the.
Thank you, Susan, for the thumbs up reminder.
From Freewell, not only because of the fact that it got filters, but it's something about the field of view when you get to the edges.
Yes.
Then they're nicer than the DJ.
It starts warping.
Because the building kind of, in video that I have, you see where the building's bending a little.
Well, when is the video you did coming out?
Which one?
The one you had worked on today.
I didn't work on anything today except for my misery and running around and driving myself crazy.
And 107 Drone says perhaps it's magnetic. That's a possibility. Right, Night Train, the fisheye, because of the actual lens. If it was a flat lens, that fisheye wouldn't be there. But 9 out of 10 of the lenses have a little bubble to them, giving you that fisheye effect.
Word, is that right? No, but I'm just curious to know how it's gonna look.
I'm sure it will sell, and
I
I'm
don't really
sure
care for the one
people,
for the Mavic
I'm
3.
sure people will utilize it.
Oh yeah, I mean it's used for the one for the Mavic 3 too. It's just that when you start doing certain things, you see bending.
Right.
Yeah.
Or if you're pulling something onto the screen, you may see it warp onto the screen as opposed to coming on flat. Understandable.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Understandable.
Although with the freewheel one, you don't see that. Now,
Because the glass is flat. And you know what? You
mhm,
guys pointed out something. I just looked at the picture before I was about to close it, and I'll
what?
pull it up. It
Mhm.
is it does have a fisheye bubble to it.
Where? Who?
It's a curved lens.
Well, that
You can
doesn't.
see this is light reflecting off of the curve right there. And then there's more artifacts here. This is not a flat lens,
Okay.
is what I'm saying. If it was a flat lens like the Freewell, you wouldn't have that warping.
Well, I
Well,
don't
we know well,
see no
somebody will
lens
buy
here.
it.
But
Somebody will buy it, and I'll
what
get
I
a
was
chance
what,
to
what I
check it
was
out.
saying though about that RC controller. What
Yeah.
do you think that is gonna? I mean, we know that we believe the price is gonna be on that, but I mean, you wanted to work
What's good, Rob?
with the what you call it the Air 2S. I don't know about that one. I'm not quite too sure on that. I'm hoping for you because it wouldn't be a bad way to get in.
It wouldn't, but I don't want that
The
to be
only
my
thing,
smart controller. I want a smart controller with antennas on it.
but the problem with it is that it's only going to be good for anything that probably I can't don't quote me on this because just like the other that works on the OcuSync 3.
Lens could be reset. Right.
So
Okay.
I mean, if you don't mind modding the controller, you could probably put antennas on it.
My face said it all, huh? Eh?
No, I'm just saying because that's exactly what it is. I showed you before how they did the Phantom 3 standard had those little flat antennas inside.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you mod that controller, you have to you disconnect those wires from the board and you send the wire through for the new antenna
Right.
on the board.
Well, like I said, I need a smart controller. I don't need one. I would like to have a smart controller. There's a difference.
Well,
And
no,
if the opportunity comes up and I can snatch one from somewhere, I will. But right now, for now, I'm still with my tablet and all of that stuff. The smart controller would mean I'd have to change the inside of my case. I'd have to change the lining of my 915 NANUK case.
you could order that.
Yeah, yeah. That's probably what I would have to do with a
Or I,
smart controller.
or I could speak to my people.
And have your people speak to my people?
Well, no, I speak to my people and I'll see what I could do.
All right, all right, all right. We'll see. Mr. Nanook.
But no, they're very nice people up there in Canada.
I can see you now. Oh, actually, what do you do for a living? Well, you know that company Nanook up in Canada?
I'm a consultant.
It's Yeah. Hey, Rob from Australia. Good morning to you guys. Glad to see you and Sue made it back from vacation. She got to meet the cool side of my family. She only met the shit side, lol. It was good to get away, but good to get home. I understand that. That's the thing about vacation. You look so forward. Herman gonna call production, Big Mac says. Yeah, then call your boy. You got a Sally. Makes Novice, Herman can get you a free one, a free case. See you, Jiggo John.
Here we go. There we go. See, this is
Listen,
how
I don't need the case.
companies
I
started.
have a 915. I have the NANUK 915 for the Air 2S fly more. I'm
No,
comfortable with that, but if I could get or I do obtain a smart controller, I would probably order a different phone
uh-huh.
because I don't need a case to hold both controllers at that point. And I would be looking to eliminate the tablet, being that that seems to be the direction that DJI is going with their camera drones anyway.
Right. That's why everybody's got the smaller cases.
And FYI, have you seen or heard anything? Typhoon H. This is going against the grain of the story, but Typhoon H, Typhoon came out, supposedly coming out with a new drone. And I saw the controller for it, dude. It looks like a TV dinner table plate, tray. It's so big. Like the big one that Ortel has? Well, that one could sit on top of it. Can you tell your people at NANUK to make some cases for Ortel drones, please, Harley? Harley, Greg says.
They don't have cases for Ortel?
Nope.
No?
Nope.
Wow.
I looked on his site, yeah.
They may not
PBR, what's good, man? How are you?
When they make the aftermarket like cell phone cases and all of the stuff that, you ever notice that like for the top model phones and stuff like that, and they always got all the accessories for it, like you can go anywhere and find Apple this and Apple that, and
yeah, you can,
right, because there's a reason for that. They know they can make their money back on those.
It's called a ground station from Typhoon.
You understand what I'm saying to you?
Yeah.
And I think that might be the case with the cases. But
Harley FPV.
I can send them a message about that.
That might be interesting. Or will they make a custom case, well, they don't make any, but will they make a custom cutout for an hotel? I'm sure they could get the cookie cutter shape.
Well, I will put it out there to
them. They got them for all DJI drones. You're right, Harley. They do.
I'll put it out there.
They have them for DJI. They have them for Skydio and a few other companies.
Guns and all kind of other stuff. That's probably where they really got started.
What do you mean?
In like firearms and
oh yes, I'm more than sure of it.
And stuff like the military type. Well, military type of case. That's what it is.
Okay, they have cases for DJI, Sony, Canon, Nikon, Colt, Sig, Sewer, Smith & Wesson, H&K, Ruger, Beretta, and Glock. That's who they make all the cases for. So they do make mostly gun cases because, well, that's where they came from. Someone said, hey, I could put a drone in there.
Yeah.
But I look at foam inserts. I'm looking at the site now, and NANUK 904 cubed foam. That would be an interesting question to ask them. Win a $200 case, one winner every week. Sign up below to participate.
Oh, yeah. Sign up.
Oh, this one got wheels on it. Hey.
935?
Huh?
The 935.
Yep, the 935 case. For those of you who don't know what I'm looking at, I'm going to put the NANUK link up. So if you want to try and win a case, here's the chance right here.
I work there.
I clicked on NANUK foam cases, and this came up over what I was looking at. So there's a thing to win. This came up, phone inserts, and you just pick whatever one you want. And That's it basically. But here, the gun market is a much bigger market, of course. Definitely. Most
Oh,
definitely.
yeah. You know what I like
And
about these cases? I don't have one here. I don't think I do. But the TSA locks,
yes,
you cannot
yes.
you cannot clip them.
Yep.
You cannot clip them.
I'm so dying one day to get on a plane, Herman, with my 915 case,
Mhm.
because it's a black case with black handcuffs on, one handcuffed around the lock and one
Oh,
handcuffed around my wrist, and see how far I get with that. Because
right.
you see, they pushed us right through.
No, you're going to go right to that first stage of security, and that's going to be the end. The dog's going to start humping your leg.
Oh, stop.
Three,
Oh, the dog, right? Remember the dog, right? Yes, yes.
three guys in different color shirts are going to come out. They're going to want to know what's in the case.
And like when
When
the
they
lady
open
asked
it up
us,
and they see that it's just a drone, they're going to think you're a weirdo with handcuffs on your drone. And
I don't want to lose it. I don't want to lose the case, you know.
you
Well,
got to
there's
put
the
it
link
overhead,
to
sir.
NANUK. If you have DJI drone, Sony, they do in search for all kinds of stuff, cameras, etc.
You got to put it in the overhead, sir.
And this was not a paid endorsement by NANUK.
Huh? No, yeah, it wasn't.
I'm just making sure we got that clear.
No, it wasn't. No.
Yeah, this definitely wasn't a paid endorsement. Okay, now back to the live stream.
Yeah. Well, your people over at Airbus, Lawrence,
My people.
they're developing their next generation eVTOL in an international partnership. Mm-hmm.
Go ahead. I'm showing the video while you do it.
Well, if you don't know, they're a European aircraft manufacturer, Airbus. That they teamed up with what is this here? Munich Airport International.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, that's what they've done. At the ILA air show in Berlin.
Yeah.
Yeah, they signed what is this here? A memorandum of understanding with the people over at the airport there.
Right. They are.
Yeah, what they're planning to do, believe this or not, they're planning to begin making, this is what this I thought was kind of weird, turnkey solutions uh for people who are, or for cities and regions that are interested in advanced air mobility
They want to become a
ecosystem.
EV. So basically, they want to become an eVTOL hub at the Munich airport.
Well, that's what they're gonna do, but what they want is that the logistics of it is supposedly to help. You remember we were talking before about sharing of information?
Mm-hmm.
Basically, this is the same thing.
Okay,
The
JC.
logistics helping worldwide to develop this in everywhere. Because you remember when we talked about helicopters to go to the airport?
Yeah.
Well, like I said to you, this is what they're trying to do.
This will be the modern day helicopter.
Yeah,
The
the next
eVTOLs.
generation.
What's up, Corey?
See, so we talk about this never happening, but we don't know when it's going to happen.
True. True.
Maybe not this year, next year, but it might. I mean, eventually start to trickle in. But what they're trying to do, and this is the same thing what they did with that vertiport that they had in Europe.
Mm-hmm.
What they're doing is getting the people used to it and showing the people how it works.
Right. When you see something working,
It's
you're not afraid of it.
to go in and look. There's just there's no drones, there's no passengers. but they can go in and see how it's supposed to work.
I'm gonna download a picture because they actually have a picture of their virtual hub that they plan on building
Yeah,
right at the airport.
well,
And just
Airbus, like what to say to you, is in the process, because you're talking about building, but they're in the process of building their next generation VTOL. You know, I think that's the one that you showed.
yes,
Yeah, they're in the
yes,
process
in
of
the video.
developing that. And
This is it.
they're saying that, with their service and their reliability, with Airbus, because they do make a decent plane.
Right,
Um,
but they showed this picture in the article, and this is Munich Airport. They plan on having a hub, a
right.
working hub, combined with UTM, unmanned traffic management system, that will keep the main tower along with any other towers in sync with incoming drones and planes.
Mhm. Well, see, that's what they mean about Munich Airport. Well, that's what they're going to provide. They're providing that, ground infrastructure. So that's
I just closed down
but
every
it's
freaking window I had, man.
doing real good. But they're back. They're for them to be backed by the airport is a major step in this thing that we don't see it taking off too well. I guess that's maybe not in our lifetime, but well, that maybe in our lifetime, but nowhere near right now. I mean,
True.
probably the drones that will be flying by the time this is regular will probably be real nice too. We probably have our little funky headset standing on the corner. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
standing on the corner.
could you
Standing on
imagine?
the corner of Bristol
Not even.
and Palmer, and I need clearance to take off.
Uh-huh. I want to get a picture of this statue in front of Burger King. You know, I'm slowly stalling while reopening all these windows.
Well, what happened to your window?
We showed the Airbus. We showed the Airbus
Yeah.
video, right? Okay, so I don't need that. Okay, good. I'm just making sure I got the stories.
Well,
together.
with Airbus and the Munich airport, they've already been working together from the initial launch of the air mobility takeoff from the beginning back, when it launched back in March. So they've been
Well,
working.
now keep in mind, Airbus has been around for a minute.
Yeah. When I think you flew on one going to going
To
on
Florida? Yeah, pretty much. It's called Shit Blue. I'll never call them by the respectable name again. Listen, you guys don't know what we experienced going to Florida. A two and a half hour, Herman, a 2.5 hour flight turned into a 6 hour flight. I can leave JFK right now and take 6 hour flight to Puerto Rico.
You wouldn't do it on a bus.
Yeah, you're right about that.
But this is the point where I'm saying, if you look at how the plane is designed,
yeah,
it didn't feel like the bus to you.
No.
You never caught a seat on the bus, huh?
Well, when we got to Florida, yes. When we got to Florida, I must admit there was a little turbulence, considering we circled over the Gulf.
I'm talking about sitting on the plane, shoulder to shoulder like that, the way their planes are designed, that the people on that side and the three people on that side, and you got to put your hand in their pocket, and they got to put their hand in your pocket for everybody to fit.
Yeah. Hey, Tammy Jean. See, I got it. How are you, Tammy? We didn't know you were here. All I had to do was call them Shit Blue, but that's what they are. I'm sorry. I was not a happy customer. And on top of it, not only did the 2.5 hour, 3 hour flight turn to a 6 hour flight, but after we circled the Gulf of Mexico 3 times and West Palm Beach another 3 times, they made us land at whatever airport we did. And they told us, we're not getting off the plane. As soon as we refuel, we'll be back up in the air. So that means we sat on the ground for an hour plus while they were refueling, no internet. You remember? They cut off the internet and everything on the ground. And then when we taxied to take off,
I was good. I was listening to the phone calls of the people around me.
oh yeah, yeah, we don't want to.
Wish I had a recorder.
Dun dun dun. I know that would have went world star.
Could have recorded them,
That
but
would have went world star. Tell me.
yeah, that was
Listening
terrible.
while working, Lawrence and Herman. Well, we appreciate you listening while you're working, Tammy. Yes, we appreciate each and every one of you.
Don't make any mistakes or hurt anyone.
Yes, yes, yes. And then she'll be like, I was laughing at one of these dudes and I fucked up. You know, we don't want that. We don't want that. Continue doing what you're doing. Have fun, and we appreciate you ever so much. And I saw the video that Max Air put out with Niagara Falls. I'm looking to see some more FPV footage.
Oh.
Yes, they were up there. They were up there.
I did see the video that Tammy Jean put out that I check it out. Doing the FPV now, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. Well.
Okay.
I think I have everything loaded back up. I have Matternet and Defend.
I see you out there, Tammy Jean. She's
doing it. Yes, yes.
She's doing it.
She's doing it. You guys, I like your footage. I like everyone's footage that I get a chance to watch. And what's funny, YouTube, Herman and I have been friends on YouTube, and we've been doing this live stream for years. He did make a nice video, I agree. And my problem with YouTube is Herman will put out a video and I will get an alert within that hour. I will put out a video and he won't get an alert at all.
No, I don't see it.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it. Excuse me.
It happens while I'm asleep.
I usually launch at 7 a.m. in the morning.
Okay.
Yeah. 17 minutes ago. I was just watching. Someone went live 17 minutes ago.
But they're establishing things over there though. You know, believe it or not, I mean, why wouldn't it? But it's a 5-star airport. So why not be, it's a busy airport. It's an international airport, so anybody coming into the country's got to go there.
Right, and if it works there, I could see them incorporating it in at Kennedy International at international airports first. Welcome, Art Wakili.
I get too hasty.
Let's not get too hasty.
I get too hasty.
I just want to see a damn eVTOL flying.
Right past you.
Right over me. I don't care. I just want to see an eVTOL.
Are you flying your drone?
No, not while I'm flying my drone. That scared the hell out of me. And they're supposed to be quieter than helicopters too. Can you imagine, Herman? We already fly in New York and have to worry about helicopters, and we're like, you guys don't know. We're so trained on a helicopter's pitch.
On the roof of the building?
Yeah, but come on, how tuned are we to helicopters? I hear helicopters blocks away, dude. Sometimes half-mile away because
they're loud.
Right. Now imagine eVTOL getting even closer up on you because you can't hear it.
Yeah. Buzz you real quick. That'll be real nice for you.
No, that would be no. I'm good.
It'll probably hum.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure of it. And most of them do have a low pitch hum that I've heard the audio of.
My ice cube is gone.
No more ice cubes. Oh, I let Quinn Dynasty know that his shirt went out.
Oh yeah, it went out.
Yes.
Everybody who got a shirt, it went out.
Yes, your shirts went out. So Susan Lee, thank you again for the thumbs up. We have 33 likes and 25 watching. That means people are coming in and out. Did you see the Forestry Service reforesting the areas devastated by wildfires using drones dropping tree seeds all over? Art with Keeley, it's funny you say that because we've done stories on that.
Yes.
And I think it's phenomenal
They had
how they,
drone seed
yes,
project
yes.
they had for with that. Yeah, I saw. Every year the West Coast here in the United States, especially, gets hit with that dry ground, and they have a lot of fires and stuff like that.
Here
And
you
this,
go.
I notice, is happening in other countries as well.
Art with Keeley, click on this link.
There's a couple of
We did a story on this here, on Drone Seed, and that's their actual website. Just to let you know, they are into rapid wildfire recovery. They have seeds if you need. They have seeding, finance for wildfire recovery. I'm sorry, someone's knocking on the door like a fool. I'm wondering what's going on.
They got the rent.
They're funny. That's funny. But anyway, Art with Keeley.
That's what my mother always told me when I was younger.
Art with Keeley, check out that site. They do a lot of good stuff as far as reforesting. I mean, if there are areas where there are fires, they're willing to go in and tell you what it takes to reseed the area, etc. Yeah, so
they were working on. They had a story. We did a story on them. They had a project they were working on with that back about a year or so ago.
Yes. So see, we are on point. And if you bring up something that, hey, Bob Casey, how are you? Welcome to the stream. If you guys bring up something that we may have not talked about or have mentioned before, if I can pull up the info, I'll try and get it to you as soon as possible.
I kind of know a little bit more than the drones over my shoulder. I don't know what it takes to reseed a forest, but I've read a lot of these articles.
Right. And if we can give you any information that we know, that's a good thing.
And I've read articles. I've even seen videos on how they do it. And the drones, they kind of look like about the size of R2-D2, maybe a little smaller.
Yes.
And they fill them up. They fill it up this thing with the seedlings, and it just flies, and it kind of like just shoots them. They know exactly how much to drop where and how many times. It's all calibrated.
Yes. This one, in fact, you were saying it looks like R2-D2. They just, on their page, there's one flying by. I'm trying to see what their drones look like. Pull up a picture of one. Oh, here we go. I got a picture of one on their actual website. Give me a second to share. Right here. There you go. Well, let me move the box here. This is it right here. And these drones drop seeds with accurate precision, but damn, look at the size of these motors. I guess to have to carry all that weight.
Now, if you got in the middle of them props,
listen, scrambled eggs.
Because you see the in the front, is it turned down?
This one here? No, yes. This one, this 1, 2 are turned down, and 1, 2, 3 are turned up. So I'm guessing this is the front of the drone.
One probably behind them is turned down too.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3 turned down, 1, 2, 3 turned up. Probably, yeah. I'm pretty sure of it. But hey, check out the site. I mean, we've done stories on them before. And
they're not the only one that's doing it, but
there are other companies
because those are the ones that are heavy into it. That's what they do. That's what they do.
Art McKeely, you say with the size of that drone, they need to make a drone to rescue people who got themselves in dangerous spots. believe it or not, there is a gentleman. Yes, 3 push, 3 pull. Agreed, 107.
See,
They actually do have a drone that somebody was working on that could carry a human. The problem is getting the human into a harness, because often in situations, search and rescue situations, the individual isn't strong enough to hold himself up. So to be able to have a drone to be able to lower close enough, keep in mind with prop wash coming down on you, they have to be able to at least put a harness on, a chest centerpiece harness on. At least that's what I'm thinking.
You know what is probably the biggest problem with search and rescue with a drone?
What's that?
Not so much the harness and all of those things, but when you start getting into and in a sense it's a good thing because it works across the board for everyone.
Okay.
The regulatory rules and regulations into how you can and cannot transport a human.
Right. Right.
You know, those type of things come into play as well too. If listen, I worked in construction. If the boss could hang you on the outside of the building to work from a rope, they would. But there's rules and regulations to how a human being can be treated.
Yes, yes.
In the workplace. And depending on what you're doing. So they can't.
Right. Art Achilles said us also, if they're hurt too bad, they're too hurt to move.
Right.
Or unconscious.
Put a human being in there anyway.
Yeah, it's at some time and point, I believe they'll probably have an eVTOL ambulance. I believe they're work. Hey, Uncle Bill's Toys, what's good, man? Hope all is well.
I've seen worked on.
Right, I could see an eVTOL ambulance. You know what I'm saying? I could definitely see that. So, as far as coming up with one to carry a person, there are fools out there that have created them with handles just to see if they could be lifted in air. I'm sure you've seen plenty of them on YouTube. With the guy, one that fell and could have chopped him.
I think that was the Agris.
The lawyers would be lining up for that kind of drone.
Right.
Yeah, you're right about that.
That's what I'm saying. No, I'm talking about the Agris. That's what you're talking about, Lawrence.
Yes.
We're holding on to.
Yeah,
no. The guy had his kid fly over the gate with it. Yeah, no.
Yes. I wouldn't. I'm sorry. That's just. We're not going to do that.
You know what, Lawrence? Matternet is supposed to be taking over the drone business from Swiss Post.
Right.
Yeah. Believe it or not.
Matternet's back in the news.
Huh?
Matternet's back in the news.
I guess, but Matternet, I guess on June 1st of this year, Matternet made an announcement saying that starting on the 1st of January 2023, that they will be taking over the drone business from an activity from Swiss Post, in addition to providing its technology and its platform and operating customer drone delivery network. So I guess what they're going to be doing is urban drone delivery network in Switzerland.
Right. For right now, for the most part, medical supplies, blood, organs, and inter-hospital. It'll be an inter-hospital network, right?
Right, but this is interesting because in 5 years that they've been operating there in Switzerland, they have accomplished many world's firsts, where they've had the first, beyond visual line of sight commercial drone delivery route in a what do you call it, in a European city of Zurich.
Yeah.
In a major European city, and there's a few things that they've done there.
Well, they've been,
In
like
that
you said, they've
but
been.
like you mentioned, that this thing is going to focus on, is the medical, but they're saying that that's just one phase
Yes,
of
of
this
it.
project.
Correct.
This is not going to be just like how it was in one hospital, from one medical center area to the other side of a medical center on a major you know campus. This is going to
Thank
be
you, Bob Casey.
this is going to be across the city, because they're going to be operating, I believe, beyond visual line of sight.
Yes, and they were one of the first companies to receive authorization.
Right, they were, because if you remember, we know them from here. These people are just killing me here. We know them here from when they were operating it with was it UPS?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
We know them from operating with UPS.
That's when we first heard about them.
Right. And what were they operating with Dr. Gwen over at WakeMed? Right?
Yes.
But with them being the first, to operate in these major cities like Zurich and Lugano, and I believe that's how it's pronounced. Lugano. I'm not sure. It's over. Well, I know one is in Switzerland.
That's pretty much how I would have pronounced it too. I said it a couple of times and we came up pretty close. So
in Switzerland, and the other one is in I'm trying to remember what. Anyhow, if you go to Google Maps, you can find it.
Well, for those of you who aren't familiar with Matternet, we did stories. It is now 2022. We've been doing this live stream stuff going on 2.5, almost 3 years. And in 2017, Matternet became the first company to be authorized for commercial beyond visual line of sight. And that was back in 2017 in Europe. And I just want to point this one little fact out. United States would tell you like the mother tomato told the baby tomato.
Well, this is what I was.
Catch up.
No, but this is what I tell you about having to go through regulatory.
Yeah, but the FAA is making it hard for everyone coming here.
Lawrence, but you got to remember, as soon as you do something without going through the if it even infringes upon something that is something that you be getting with lawsuits forever.
Right.
So it all has to do with how things can and cannot be done right now. What will we allow right now? What can we do right now? And that's what it is, But you mentioned 2017. That's what I tell you. They had a route over, Lugano in 2017, and
right.
8 was in Zurich. So
right.
they've been doing this.
Yeah, they've been doing it for quite some time.
Beyond visual line of sight in the city. I still don't see how, but this is like this, but it's medical. It's medical, so
everything that they're doing right now is basically medical.
And you know where you're going back to. I'm just curious to know if they're doing it the same way UPS was doing it here.
What do you mean?
Man, I would love that job.
Yeah, you're right.
Could you imagine if they let you fly from the hospital over by where you are, the Jamaica hospital?
That'd be crazy. That would be crazy. It'd be like, still full 5 bars? Stop. I wouldn't know what to do with myself.
And make trips back.
Yeah. Bob Casey's saying, instead of typing, I might as well say it. He says drones for delivery, drones for agriculture, drones for search and rescue, drones instead of an Uber or a taxi, etc., etc. Bob Casey, if you just Google Part 107 drone jobs near me, you'd be surprised how much stuff is out there.
Oh, yeah. You can just go to ZipRecruiter.
Yeah. Part 107 jobs near me.
But therefore, a lot of companies are looking for people.
There's Indeed.com, there's gigs. I'm just clicking off the top of my head. And an instructor, Office of Professional Education.
Oh, that's for me right there.
Okay. Be the first to see this new Part 107 job. Hold on. Let me see. I'm trying to pull it up now so you guys can see it as well. But I just Googled Part 107 jobs near me. And the first thing that came up, Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University. Instructor, Office of Professional Education, part-time job.
Did a story on
Let's
this.
See. Course. Oh, this is a course.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a course. Instructors teaching under the Worldwide Campus Office.
Yeah, we did a story on this school.
Yeah, that wasn't what I was looking for. Part 107 jobs near me. Okay, but it said employment, Indeed.com. They take you to a college. They're assuming you don't have a 107. But here we go. Jobs near me. Hold on, because this mouse is all screwy. Right here, jobs near me in Queens. UAS pilot, EAS Aerial Inc. Full-time job, no degree mentioned. New York, via directly apply. Remote drone pilot, Lauren. UAS pilot, New York, meaning Manhattan. ZipRecruiter was on that one. There are jobs out there. If my mouse would stop doing it, I would click on this, UAS pilot, and let's see what they're asking. Full-time job. The competitive candidate will have a Part 107 commercial. Okay, full description. Easy Aerial Inc., a commercial U.S. manufacturer, is looking for multiple candidates to be part of our rapidly expanding team. The position requires UAS pilots, small UAS pilots, to perform manufacturing ATPs, acceptance flights, research and development testing, customer demos. So they may put you someplace with one of their drones and you take off in the air and hover and spin it around. There's stuff out there. There's definitely stuff out there. I've seen this coming. We've all seen it coming. You're right, Bob Casey. That's why Herman said many years ago, it will come to a time and point where you will need to be a 107 pilot to fly.
No, I don't know what I'm talking about.
No. You said this.
I was told on the roof? Nah.
Yeah, you guessed that one. Never guess another.
I was told on the roof. Nah, you won't. Nah, I don't think
it'll never happen. We won't need to have a 107 pilot, a 107 certificate to. Sounds like a great job, Bob.
And now he's got one.
Yeah. Now he's got a 107. You're right, Herman. You're right. The same one that told you, nah, it'll never happen. We'll be able to fly free forever.
Now he's got one.
Now he's got a 107. You're right. I remember that. That situation. So
seriously, to build out this platform, though, seriously, they can use their experience.
Stop, Angie.
Their 5 years experience from Zurich and Lugano to build this platform that they want to. Well, I keep saying platform, but this network,
right?
Because they've been working there already, so they're just gonna take over completely and just run the whole thing themselves. It's gonna be in the medical. Start with medical, and I guess work their way up from there.
I'm listening to you.
I just don't. Like I said, most of what they're gonna be doing is gaining the logistics for the what was that, their B2B and the B2C application. Yeah. The drones that they use. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
They look like kind of phantomish style, but it has a undercarriage that holds the drone in it.
Angie goes, I mean to get paid to crash. No, I got what you're saying. It's
Who gets paid to crash?
Angie was saying she would love a job crashing drones.
Wow.
And I'm like, I
don't know they really have too many of those, except for like the people who work for like.
Well, I tried to explain to her, we already have enough pilots out there doing that. I don't think they're going to pay you to do it, but there's a possibility.
Well,
somebody somewhere is doing it.
I think they do have people get paid.
Research and development. They give a drone and say break it.
Well, the guy that was in the video that picked up the Inspired 3, or we believe to be the Inspired 3.
Yes, he was researching. He was R&D. Yeah, that's true. So to be honest, Angie, it's not impossible. You just can't go in there and say, I want y'all to hire me to crash drones.
Yeah, that's
because
that's
that won't come out too well. That definitely won't come out too well. The best place to crash them is where you took off from. Right in front of you.
Oh, that's not good. I've seen a guy do that with the 3DR Solo. He tried to take off and it just flipped over.
Oh, that usually happens if you put the props on wrong. I've done it. It does. It actually is like this. And if one prop is on wrong, it will not lift off the ground. It will just go whoop, just like that. And it'll be spinning upside down until you kill the motors. I have seen that. I've done it myself.
Oh,
that's true. They do it for cars. They make crash test dummies for cars.
Yeah, but they can't ask for the job.
Right. There isn't an unemployment line for crash test dummies.
Right. There's no unemployment. There's no employment line.
Yet. Now, when you have these robots walking around and doing stuff.
Now, I have a plan to bring the human being back to the experience. If we make the cars out of carbon fiber and Nerf.
This is Herman's idea, and I tend to agree with them on the Nerf part.
If we make the cars out of carbon fiber and Nerf, no one would get hurt. Have you ever seen anybody get hurt with a Nerf ball? Seriously.
True. You can shoot someone in an eyeball. Well, no, don't do it. But
no,
you can shoot someone.
But
yeah, I was going to say don't do it.
Anything in the eyeball will hurt. Even a feather. Which is probably the softest thing we know on Earth.
But no one does get hurt. But you got to finish explaining your idea for the Nerf. And you have to give an example.
No, it works. It would cut down on traffic congestion. If a guy's holding up traffic, you just Nerf his ass onto the sidewalk. It doesn't matter. Just he won't hurt nobody.
Right. You hit him and push him out into oncoming traffic. He'll just get knocked away, roll over, and drive away.
Keep on going.
But he'll learn not to stop there.
That would cut down on hit and run. That would cut down on a lot of accidents with listen, I'm telling you, Nerf and carbon fiber.
And self-righting. The carbon fiber would cause the Nerf to self-right. So if you put something heavy at the bottom of something light, if you flip it over 20 times, it will land upright. So
you remember those what do you call it?
The only problem with Nerf cars is that you will blow off the road every time a truck passed.
So you just squeeze out your car and keep on going.
Bob Casey said Nerf his ass. Tammy goes, Nerf him. See? It's a great idea, Herman. Now think about this. Here's how Herman explained it to me. He says, now you see this guy right here that's afraid to go through the light because people are passing pedestrians are passing. After the pedestrians stop passing, you just push him into traffic that's going this way. He'll disappear.
See, I used to drive a truck years ago, right?
Right.
And people will try you, man.
Yeah, you're right, Marcel. Companies won't make money. Insurance companies.
Keep crossing the street. What happened?
Marcel says insurance companies wouldn't make money, so they wouldn't let it happen. But
I
it's
know,
a great idea, though.
Yeah, I know.
It's a great
That's
idea.
the only reason why. I'm like, it's the only reason why that wouldn't happen. Why do you think the cars are made the way they are made now? Years ago, the car had seat belts. Wasn't no need for them. The cars are made out of steel.
Medication delivery. We
That was the survival of the fittest. Whoever had the best car won it.
Right. This is true. This is very, very true.
Back then, it was poor Toyota. Poor Volkswagen. Although
drone rage.
A guy ran into my sister's Volkswagen with his Nissan Maxima. Just T-bone. His Maxima spit every fluid that it had. The doors buckled open. The front of the car was trashed. The hood buckled up.
Right.
And the doors were dented in on the Volkswagen.
Sad, just sad. Yes, made to last. Nerf is made to last. You crunch it, it comes back to shape. Yep. Never have to worry about another fender.
Just don't let the dog get too close to the car.
Yeah, I know, because then dogs, if you got a dog and he decides to take a whiz, you're in trouble. Now your car smells like dog piss.
Only problem with the Nerf theory learned.
Yeah.
In major cities, right?
People would be doing it spitefully?
No. In major cities, you got to worry about the birds and the rodents taking your car for bedding, because they'll pick apart that thing and make.
Oh, could you imagine? Right? What's up, Hal?
You back at the dealership trying to get those spots filled back in.
You got like a car wash that just sprayed a Nerf foam on. Oh, yeah, that's true. 107 says you'd have to worry about rain.
The car just get
now your Nerf is
behind me's got to worry about it.
It's a soggy wet sponge.
Got behind me's got to worry, but you can waterproof it.
True, that's true. You can waterproof Nerf. You can waterproof anything nowadays.
Yeah, you can waterproof it.
That's funny.
No, but seriously, it was just
that like button, guys.
It was just a theory. Making the car out of Nerf.
But could you imagine? Just think about this. We'll get back to the drone news, but think about this. Guy's in front of me. He keeps brake checking. He slows down for everybody. The light turns green going this way, and you just push him out in front, and he's gone. But he doesn't get hurt.
Now, that wouldn't work too well for the guys on the motorcycles and the scooters. That wouldn't work too well for them. Either way, if they got nerfed by a guy with a Nerf car.
That's what Herman was saying, Marcel. A dog would probably rip the hell out of the Nerf. Could you imagine you put the dog out in the yard and come out, your car is in shreds?
That's what I'm saying. We gotta have to put like a coating over it that waterproofs it, and they don't like the taste of it. Because the birds, the dogs, the rodents, all of them would just pick at it. What could you do to it?
Yeah, this is true. Very, very true.
It was just a theory. I mean, I was just joking around with it.
Spray that stuff on as if they used to waterproof shoes. There you go.
Silicone?
Yep. Do you know how many cans of silicone? I had a pair of suede shoes. I must have put half a can on each shoe.
Making them leather?
Listen, no. You actually put it on, you apply it properly, and then you let it dry. And you give it another 2 to 3 days to cure and everything. Then you put another coat on.
And then what color were they when you finished?
Good point. Sure. They were a shade darker. They were a shade darker. I will admit
that. Last sentence on the can told you the spray in a tiny area and see if the color change.
Because you left his treats in the trunk. Could you imagine, Tammy? Half your car is ripped apart because the dog is trying to get to the dog treats in the trunk.
Well, the car's still made out of carbon fiber.
Well, yeah. Just the self-righting part and the motor. So when you tumble over, it'll land upright each time.
All your bumper and all your covering of the car is the Nerf, where the parts where
Carbon fiber and solar. Right. So you don't have to worry about you don't have to worry. Only thing solar powered, carbon fiber, and all that carbon fiber is covered with foam.
Look at this. We go into the future with this one. We got to get together on that idea.
Uncle Bill's, you see what he said? What about spongy ground covering they put in playgrounds? Uncle Bill's, I'd like to let you know now.
That hard rubber?
That shit they put on the ground to protect us as kids was bullshit.
The hard
how many times I got scuffed up and knee burns falling on that rubber shit?
Hold on. Anything that does not give when you're moving very fast is going to hurt you.
Thank you. Dust body,
glue feathers to the ground, right?
But it can fly. You're right.
I let you go sliding across it like 60 miles an hour. You're going to trade skin on them feathers.
Bumper pads. See, they got something going here. We're going to have to carry this on at another live stream.
Telling you about before know it, I'll have partners and we'll have an automobile industry.
Listen, if NANUK hires you to come up to Canada and give them some more ideas.
And everyone will come to us. Why? Because we got the same 400 horsepower and we got it in a car that is 6 times lighter than his.
Yep.
Now, whether or not you'll walk away from the accident, that's not my problem. But we got a great bumper system for you.
You're just wrong. You don't care if they walk away from the accident or not.
Listen, if the car's made out of carbon fiber and Nerf,
yeah,
a little bit of steel in there, the motor and the brake system.
See, now you're messing with the tumble factor. You're messing with the tumble factor by adding some steel. Leave it carbon fiber and solar power.
Listen, I tell you what kind of steel we're using. We're using that finest stuff that comes out of China.
The stuff with lead in it?
No.
I'm just saying. Waterproofed and tough. There you go. Built like hovercrafts, no wheels. Yeah, right? Because you man, like bumper cars. You bump them out. No, you know what? That would never work.
Moon roof, whatever you want to call it on these.
That would never work as hovercrafts because you'd have some fool bumping everybody out of the way just to get where he's going, and nobody would get anywhere because they're all trying to get there.
The whole point of the car is for you to keep on moving.
Right.
So why are you sitting around? You waiting to get bumped out of the way?
There you go. Bounce away from the accident.
Nah, man, it'll never happen because that'll eliminate hit and run. It'll eliminate the insurance company.
Art Wakili says we use pool noodles for our hydroponics. It works awesome. Yeah. They never sink. You're right about that. But you're right. The insurance companies would never have it.
Right. Like I said, in the urban area.
This last story here.
Rodents will be all over that.
Yeah, for real. Can you imagine what happened to you? What happened to your car? The rats made a nest out of it.
Drive-through and all of that will be done because you would not bring food into that car ever.
Yeah, right. Could you imagine? You know how the cats and rodents go up into the cars in New York to keep warm in the winter?
They'll try to eat away at the foam to get inside your car. Nah, I'm good.
Nerf body, nobody would file an insurance claim. Oh, he just bumped me. No dents. We're good.
Yeah. So come on.
That's the whole thing.
Let's keep it going. I want the Lexus model.
Wow.
They come bumping through.
We got another story here.
Yeah,
and this has to do with rogue drones.
Who? No. that was the story I told you that
You wasn't gonna do.
I wasn't gonna do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
I said everything tonight had to do with the medical industry
Okay.
because MissionGO is supposed to be a leader in UAS technology and infrastructure. Well, that's what
Okay.
the company specializes in. They're in the news today, once again teaming up with with someone, but with the Michigan, they teamed up for the Michigan's first real world cargo operations via UAS, believe it or not. So basically, this they did a 10-day flight operation, basically working with who did he work with? Oh yeah, Beaumont Health, Spectrum Health, Michigan Economic Development Corporation, Next Energy, and Metropolitan Detroit Commercial, no, Community, I'm sorry, Detroit Community Leaders. They worked with getting this project done. So basically, MissionGO and Aerospace Link, they made their announcement about their 10-day flight being a success that showcased real world UAS transportation, their transportation program in Southeast Michigan. Basically they operated at what was that, Taylor Medical Center,
Yes.
where the
This is go ahead. I'm loading the drone now while you talk.
where they simulated UAS operations in this one site. They have
They did several different tests.
Yeah, it was 1 mile of railroad track between Beaumont Wellness Center and this is so funny. The Big Rock Park. You know why I laugh at that, Lawrence? Because we were talking about making a video. Out of the Big Rock, circle the Big Rock, fly past the Big Rock.
Yeah, fly backwards over the rock. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, Big Rock Park deck where they perform once where they did perform a test at the first location, and was at the second location where they did a series of tests where they actually made transport delivery with the drone and multiple deliveries daily.
Well, they were doing it. The key part of the story is the logistics that they accumulated.
Well, that's what everything is about. It's all about logistics.
Yeah, because if you can prove it can be done, you can get funding for it and you get backers.
Exactly. And that's what this is basically what Stephen was saying the other day. And this is why I was always saying that, play the stocks on these guys when they talk about they going public. Because if you can get in
early, if you can get in early, yes. Yeah, this is actually one of the copters. Notice registration number on the side of the bird and visible. I'm just pointing these things out. You have to do it. So even this bird here, which is contracted to fly between different hospitals, has a registration number right there on the side of her, and it's easily accessible. But this is the actual drone that they're using between the shuttle, but back and forth for those 10 days. And they've passed all the tests. Everything is going fine. Let's see how far it goes. Proof of concept. Exactly. That is the name of it. If you can prove your concept can work, you can get money.
Well, you know,
Jerry Franks, how are you, man?
it was a 10-day operation, you know, and they transported cargo. And it's funny you mentioned that because what they actually did in this transport was they did transport blood samples, containers of water, and food products.
Yes.
And
Yes.
this is the thing with I'm not you know, the people over there at MissionGO, they're a little bit crazy because I keep saying this. It doesn't make sense to me. I mean, listen, if I get it in places that our delivery guy ain't going that far, if it can do
Yeah.
it, knock yourself out. But they're
Right.
saying that if we can deliver blood samples and human organ tissues safely, then we can deliver a pizza.
We know damn well we can deliver your pizza and it'll be warm.
So I'm just.
Oh, hold on. Jerry Frank said he received his t-shirt today in the mail. I was just letting him know we sent it out this week.
That was quick.
That's because you went to a real post office.
Wow. No, it's just the other day.
Very good, Jerry Franks. That's good to know. I was just letting him know that his shirt went out this week. He received it today. Day before yesterday. When was I over by? When was I over? No, I wasn't over by you.
No, I mailed those shirts.
Today's Wednesday. I think you did Monday.
When I actually when was it that it rained? That was when I went
Monday. That was Monday. Yeah. Okay, you got your shirt in 2 days. That's what's up. And Quinn Dynasty should be receiving his within a day or two also.
Well, that's I believe in Canada.
Yeah.
So it's got to go through the humping of the dogs first, and then, you know,
customs, etc.
Sit there just like the customary wait.
Bob Casey says, "Where do we order a shirt?" Well, until those guys gets a website up and running,
all you have to do is go to the About Me section on my YouTube channel and tell me what size shirt you need. Oh, get my email. Email me, tell me what size shirt you wear. And what we charge for the shirts, well, $20 for the shirts. And I will mail them out to you as soon as I guess well, I can't use Cash App anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. PayPal. PayPal is still up and going.
I believe Zelle, I use my email address. So it's the same email address. And I would send the shirt out to you as soon as possible.
Okay, that works. That'll definitely work. Why is that video was playing?
So does the shirt fit? I mean, does it?
Yes, Jerry Franks. I got to check my mail today. Pain issues. Don't worry about it, Quinn. When it gets there, it'll get there.
It's going to take a few minutes to get there because it's going international.
Jody says Canada. You got a triple X for Bob.
What happened?
Jody says, you got a triple X for Bob? He's jokingly, I'm guessing. What do we have left? Large and extra large, right?
I might have.
I have 3 large here.
I got a lot of large left.
Okay.
I might have an extra. I might have a 2X left.
Okay.
I believe I do. And I have a bunch of large T-shirts left. I gotta probably get some more T-shirts on.
All right. Well, yes, contact Herman in the About Me section. Send him an email, let him know your shirt size, and we'll let you know if we can accommodate you until we get some more. Wow, the shirts went like that. That was a lot of shirts. That didn't dawn on me, Herman. From Florida, did the drone meetup in Florida? Remember, we donated some shirts to give away
We
down
gotta
in Florida.
buy shirts too.
Jim's droning. Hope mine 2XL. Okay. How about those guys' Speedos? Marcel, stop it. That's not happening.
With your shirt.
That's not happening. Not in today's time, Marcel.
You can do whatever you want with your shirt when you get it.
After you get the shirt,
If you want to make a Speedo out of it, knock yourself out.
Bob Casey says 2X. It says has to be 2X at least. Hopefully a long 2X.
Who?
A long 2X. Bob Casey, how big are you, man? 8 feet? Right. You sound like a big one there. Well, I'm the talk, right? I'm 6'3" and freaking 6'3" and which, by the way,
chicks your height, Lawrence.
I haven't. What?
I know chicks your height.
Yo, stop it! I saw a chick on. I'm 6'3". I saw a chick that was about 6'4.5". She walked by me and looked down at me. I was like, "Oh shit!"
Well, you should see how I feel coaching,
like this. Look at me.
I feel coaching football when I got kids coming to me 14 years old. They're already your height.
Bob Casey says 6'5", 290. Bob Casey, ain't no way in the hell you're getting in a 2X.
Maybe. You know what you can do? You put it on, right? And then you sit down, right? And then pull the shirt over your knees and sit there for like 2 minutes.
And then you have these two knee imprints where the chest should be like you got boobs.
After a while,
what's up?
Once you start, the shirt will start to come back, but it won't. It'll already be, you already kind of loosened it up for you.
Me too, Bob. See, Bob says, yeah, tall women kind of freak me out. Dude, I'm only 6'3", but she was like 6'4", maybe 6'4.5", and I was in the subway. And I was like, oh, there's a model walking, because in New York, you see models, tall models. And stuff. She walked, as she got close, I was like, oh shit, she's taller than me. And she looked at me and tilted her head down a little and then kept going. I was like,
but she told you no easy layups here?
If she had grabbed me and said, come here, I don't know what the hell I would have did. No easy layups, right? You ain't got no D?
No easy layups here.
You ain't got no D. Back up. Just think it would be a funny logo for a men's Speedo. Those guys? No. Marcel. 6'5", G's. Your belt buckle height.
I don't see it happening.
Listen, Herman, it's almost that time, man. I'm 6'4", and women always look down on me. Well, we won't say anything because there's too many women in it. That's another chat in itself, 107. That's another. You're not going to get me in trouble. I'm not falling for it. Now, I almost fell it. I almost jumped at it. Uncle Bill's toy, 6'2", 290. I just checked. I'm 6'3", and I am actually 263 now. Actually lost weight. I was at 280. So I'm trying. I'm working at it hard.
It's fading away to nothing.
Stop. My doctor told me, she says, you're 6'3", you're overweight. I said, well, what is the optimum weight for someone my height, 6'3"? She said $190. I said, $190, I'd look like an Ethiopian. Are you freaking kidding me, yo? Yeah, Jerry Frank says, I see there's a lot of tall drone pilots are tall. You know why?
All athletes are unhealthy, obese people.
Yeah, thank you. But she told me, she said the average weight for someone your height and your age should be 190. I said, you couldn't bump me up to 200? She's like, no, that's overweight. I said, I would look like an Ethiopian. She says, no, you would look healthy. I said, no, I would not. I refuse. Listen, I was 280. I'm down to 263 now. My mark is about 260. I'll try 255. But as soon as the wind blows and I start getting pushed back, I'm putting the weight on again.
But let me ask you this. Did you ask her, what if I walked in packed on, ripped with muscle? Then what would you say to me?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's Jerry Frank says that's exactly what he told me. Need to be 190. I just laughed. Exactly.
190.
Jim Droning says M short fart. Well, it depends on what short is. You're always taller than somebody, even at sixth grader.
Oh yeah, even at 5'9", you talk to somebody. You're always gonna meet somebody that's shorter than you. But
I'm a foodie too, Jerry Frank, so but I'm trying to eat a little healthier.
Talking about that, I gotta go inside and make some salad.
You see what Uncle Bill's toy said? Says I dropped 220. I dropped to 228 about 8 years ago. People said I looked ill. Exactly my point. Exactly my point.
They're used to seeing you the other way.
That's true. Also, Herman, it's that time, bro.
Yeah, it's that time to get out of here.
Listen,
I guess I'll have the case for you on Sunday to show you guys the other case, the mini case. Hopefully, I'll have a damn drone to put in it. If Best Buy will never get up off of it, maybe I should go down there and kick a hole in the speaker. Oh no, I'm thinking about the 80s, right? Or the 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'll see what happens. Maybe I'll just order it from DJI and see if it'll come before the one from Best Buy gets here. And whichever one comes first, I'll just send the other one back, right?
Great stream, Bob Casey. We appreciate you, man. We appreciate each and every one of you. Be safe.
Yes, thank you very much, everyone. Yes, thank you. Like Lawrence said, be safe. What you said, Lawrence, and fly safer.
Fly safer.
Yeah. And with that, and I'll see you next time on Phantom Flight 101 with those guys.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.